Okay, y'all, some of you had talked to me about my Caddy, and you can't do this, or you're not that advanced in sewing, and that's okay. We all got to start somewhere. And so I was searching Pinterest. Now y'all will hear thunder, and it might pour down raining because we are in severe thunderstorm warnings, but I have to do this now because my grandson, his birthday, he's turning 6, y'all, and we're having his doohanky tomorrow, and I can't do it, which is Saturday. So anyways, this is going to be relatively simple. Sorry about my lights up there, but this is an 8x10 photo frame from the Dollar Tree. Okay, it's one of those little rinky-dink plastic slide-in things. Now you can do any size, you just have to adjust it accordingly if you know how. I'm doing this for the 8x10 because it holds more. Now, like I said, if you want one smaller, maybe I'll do a write up on one of those when I get one or something. But anyways, I'm gonna do 2 fabrics. Okay, this is gonna be my main fabric. I'm trying to get away from the Pioneer Woman, believe it or not. I want it back to the sewing memorabilia stuff. So you know, we're gonna work on some things, but this right here is gonna be my main part. Okay, so we will want Lord, there is paint on there. Wow, I don't even know how that got there. So let me see how I can do this. I didn't know that was there. I mean, I'm only gonna need one little stinking piece anyway, so I could use the other side. But what you're gonna need is, let me turn that back around. Woo! Let me turn this back around. Y'all, I do not like thunderstorms. I will just tell you right now. I do not. Now, what we need a piece that is 21.5 inches long. Okay? So we're gonna do 21 and a half. And I gotta scoot this up. Now I gotta move you. Sorry. Gotta scoot this up. 21 and a half. So let me put it on this. This is how I measure. Now, you can do things different. I'm sure you all do. Cause I had a friend used to tell me that all the time, well, you're unique. You're so unique. Yeah, well, that wasn't always good. But whatever. God made me unique. So yeah, whatever. So we need, what did I say? I'm done running my mouth. 21 and a half inches long. Okay. So I'm going down here. I'm going down here on 21 and a half. And I'm going to cut. Now, you need a piece. I'm not using this piece, y'all, but I'm gonna need a piece. So I'm gonna put that one over there, and I need a piece that is 9 1/4. Okay, 9 1/4. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this in half because it's gonna make it easier for me to cut with everything on my table here. So now I got mine folded in half, and I don't know why there's a chunk out of there, so I'm gonna cut that off. Oh yes, I do. I had to go match the color in the store, so I keep a pair of scissors in my truck, and I snipped a piece off. This is a piece, I've used this before, so yeah, that's why. I remembered, that's why I have that little chunk taken out. Well, blow me down. So let me cut my chunk off. So now it's really gonna rain. I'm gonna have to postpone, but I don't know that it's gonna get any better. So I need to go down to 9 1/4. So I'm just gonna go. Now you want this tight when you sew it, okay? So that looks about even. Of course, I don't have a 4th down there, but you know, it looks good to me. 9 1/4. Now we'll put that to the side, and I'll fold that later. So here is our initial piece, and let me show you what I done. So if you want to do a 5x7, you can. So this is here, y'all. I know I have a tin roof. I'm so sorry. And anywho, this is here, and I got a little crooked, so I'm gonna fix it. But you have room to sew over here, and that will be about a 1/2 inch little little less than a 1/2 inch seam. It finally quit raining, but I went ahead and cut out my pieces while it was pouring down. And I cut out a 9x5. This is going to be a little pin cushion for the bottom, okay? And then I cut out a needles pocket for the bottom. A needle pocket for the bottom. And I have a seam ripper, scissors, rotary, whatever, 2 pockets. And this is 9.5x5, 4 by 9 1/4. And this one is 7 by 9 1/4. And this one is 7 by 9 1/4. So these 2 pieces are the same. And then you have this one for the needles, which will go on the bottom. And I'll show you what we're going to do, okay? So here is our piece, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to serge one edge. You can cut it a little longer and hem that if you want to. It's not going to be seen, so I'm just gonna serge it, okay? And then I might hem it, but I'm just gonna serge it for the most part. So I'm gonna go serge my bottom. Now, if you don't have a serger, just zigzag across there or hem it, okay? That's all you gotta do. So I went ahead and ironed and serged my end and then sewed it, because I may be selling this or I might give it as a gift, but more than likely I will be selling it. So what I want to do now is, this is not going to be even on the one side, okay? So I've got this, and I am going to take this and I'm going to put it this way, and I'm going to drape it over this, and I'm going to bring this around to the back, okay? And I don't know if all these frames are different, but I'm just going to pinch it right here, and this is going to be my top, okay? So it should be that the front, yep, a little bit longer, see? So I am going to crease this right there. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to crease it right there. So I'm going to bring this up even. And then I'm just going to iron a crease right there, and that way I know that's my top. And that's important for me to do, because now I will know where I am going to, boy, that thing's a sputtering, I might need to clean it, put my pieces, okay? So this is the back. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we need to take our pin cushion, and I don't want to iron a crease in this, and I'm not going to worry about the sides. We're going to sew that in a minute so that it looks the same. But what we're going to do is we're just going to pull this together right here, and then we're going to sew a little seam in this so we can stuff it down as close to this edge as you can, just as long as you're catching this fabric, okay? You want to make sure you catch the fabric. Like I said, I don't want to iron the pin cushion, then it'll have a thing in it. But now the rest of these, I made these this size that I did because that way we don't have to fold down the top and worry about stuff sticking as it's coming out. Just fold this in half, okay? Fold it in half and give it a good press. I should not be using steam on this, but let me turn that off. It was on already, so yeah. So this is my bottom needle pocket. Now let me maybe y'all can zoom in and see those measurements or something. I don't know. This one and this one is the same, okay? So I'm just gonna fold these in half and iron them. I did leave my selvage on here, but it's not the one that shows, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, this is gonna be one of the simplest things, I'm telling y'all. All you gotta do is locate one of those pitch frames. They might sell them at Walmart too. Oh, wrong way. They might sell them at Walmart too. I'm not sure. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing and shut my mouth, y'all. It's like, seriously, I need to shut my mouth. I almost did that the wrong way. All right, now I am going to go sew this, and then I'll show you how I sewed it. I'm not taking the camera over there, but it's just a straight stitch down this edge, okay? All I done was like I normally do. I use my needle and my foot most of the time to guide me along my way of sewing, because that's just how I do. Now I do want to say that the initial thing will be almost a 1/2 inch, not quite a 1/2 inch. But for right now, all I did was pull my needle all the way over to the right. I don't know my right and left. Everybody makes fun of me, but I put it all the way over to the right, and then I, you know, run this along the edge just to sew this edge. Y'all, I'll be all right one day. So now I'm just going to stuff. This is going to be our little pin cushion on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to stuff that in there. Now you don't want it all the way to the end, because we're going to sew that. But you know, you want some stuffing in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can fold it over and get your stuffing. You can sew through this. It's not going to be that big of a whoop-de-doo. So anyway, just stuff this little pocket here. And we're going to have to run over this too. So yeah, it's going to be something. Now you got to have... I put it in a serger, but my serger missed, so I had to end up sewing it with my machine. But that's okay, because it all worked out. You can stuff this as much as you want. I don't do it real, because see, you're going to have to, when this is sewn together, fold this under and sew along this to catch the edge. So that's why I said that's all the stuffing I'm going to put in there, honestly. I lied. It's not... It's not stuffed enough for me, okay? But it will come up some, but I missed the end there, so I'm going to grab some more stuffing. Okay, now that you've got your little pocket things stuffed, now I'm telling you, I'm probably going to have trouble smashing that down, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. You know you want to stick your pin in something. But anyway, let's do this. Okay, so we know this is the back, and this is our line. We cannot go past this line because it's going to be on top of the frame, right? Right. Hope y'all got these by now. I'll try to put them in the description, but you know, I'm not good at that, y'all. You know I'm not. But I will try. So the first thing, we're just going to put this here, okay? And we're going to stitch this right down with the pin cushion. But I'm not putting the pin cushion on yet. So these two pockets are the same, okay? So make sure that you put these on to where, you know, see how I had to flip it? You can't flip it that way, so you got to flip it this way. Now, I wanted to show y'all something. I don't want you to think I'm lying. I took two of the longer pieces, because it was just laying over there, that I had for this little thing, and I sewed them real close together, folded them in half, and then I cut them off. And I just wanted a longer piece to put down here to put my scissors in, because, you know, I got to thinking, I have a longer pair of scissors, so what if somebody has a longer pair of scissors than I do? I mean, not everybody has the same scissors, so I wanted a longer pocket, just in case I sell it. Now, you can do your pocket. So I'm going to omit one of these pockets, which would be this one. So if you want them like that, then don't do this. And I will tell you that I serged the bottom, and then I folded it under, and I'm going to stitch that down. And the reason being is because I love this fabric, okay? I do. And it matches so wonderfully. So I'll show you in a second. Okay, what I was saying was, I like my fabric. So I'm going to leave a little gap between it so you can see it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my edges are finished and everything, so I'm just going to... Oh, I wasn't supposed to stitch that yet. Dadgummit, I stitched it like a dummy. Let me take my... Well, yeah. Let me take my stitches out, because I messed up. I got it, y'all. I'm not ashamed to say I messed up. I'm not too much of a something that I can't say that I did make a mistake. I seam ripped it. Thank God for a seam ripper. Well, that probably need to be edited out, but I probably won't. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to clip these down now, just because I changed my mind. I'm so sorry. Now, if you want to do it the other way, go right head on. But this is the way I'm going to do this. And then I'll raise this up, kind of even Steven. You know, ain't got to be perfect. You ain't gotta be. Alright, and I'm gonna clip this down. You can pin it if you want to and you don't have clips, okay? So let's go over here and do this here. So we are over here, and I hope that you can see, and I'm gonna try not to hit the camera, but I know I'm gonna be loud because you're right here at it. So my needle's all the way over there, and then I'm gonna try to stay out of your way. You don't have to back tack. I'm gonna do the other one. That's one thing about the clips that I don't like. They are heavy, and I do not like that fact, but hey, they're okay. Alright. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I am going to take this, there goes my iron, and I am going to make slots, okay? Now, I know I'm gonna have a stitch right here. I'm going to close it up, so I'm going to go about right here. I'm going to leave a good 1.5 inches, okay? And I am just going to go straight as I can. You do want a back stitch right here. And then back stitch right there, okay? And then you want to, well, you don't have to do this. You can clip them at one time, which is what I'll probably do from now on. So I know I'll have a pocket here. I'll have a pocket here. I want to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to do this all the way down. Then I'm going to go down here. Let me snip. I think it's the bobbin. Okay, I know this is going to fit my scissors, okay, so I'm not going to sew here, but I'm going to go over here because I want my scissors in this pocket, but you do want it kind of tight to hold them because their scissors are top heavy. Alright, now, I want to take these off, okay, this is the tricky part. I'm going to cut my thread. Now, we have to attach this to this. So make sure when you do it, you're rolling out and your sewing machine are where they should be, okay? So, this is better done under the sewing machine than the serger, trust me, because I done one. So, we're going to push this down, okay? Just push it down. Now, I'm going to sew it before I zigzag and finish my edges, just because that seems easier to me. So push this down. Now hold it down the whole time. Take your needle, put it down, and I'm going to run it over in the middle, per se. Okay? Yeah, that's the middle right there. I went over too far. Got a little happy with the thing. So I'm going to sew, back stitch. Make sure these are together the whole time, okay? Now you may have to twist it sideways and push just a little. Yeah, it's right on this side. It should have come over this way some. See, I didn't go over far enough. Then I did that one, but it's okay. It's doable. Now you want to zigzag your edge or serge it. Okay? I'm just going to zigzag mine to show you. Wide zigzag. And not so long zigzag, okay? And this is just going to finish off your edge. And the reason this did this, it was my fault, y'all, because I forgot that this was supposed to fold over. It does have to fold over, so make sure that you get this side long like this side. It goes in the middle, not on the edge, okay? Okay, now what you want to do is remove any clips or pins. Okay. Now on your line right here where it was folded, it'll match up. You're going to take this serged edge, or the edge that you did with the zigzagging stitch, okay? Now we're going to match these two sides up. It's not going to be, see, your crease is right here. I hope you can see this. My camera angle stinks. I need to work on that, but new camera, you just don't know about it. I'm not going to clip this. I'm going to put this under here, okay? Now you have to move it in and then pull it back. Now your needle is in the middle. Put your needle in the middle. When I go back to, it should be where it goes. Needle in the middle, run this along the edge, okay? Make sure your fabrics are all together and your pockets. Now you can feel them back here, but make sure it's all together. Back stitch. Sew the other side. Okay, I've got all the strings that I can clipped. Now we're just going to flip this inside out. We don't have to clip no corners or anything. It's all finished except the bottom down there, okay? Now, you do want to clip all of your little threads because they are, just very unsightly and they're tacky. So, clip all your little threads off of here. All right. Okay, now, you see this? This, you have to serge it and then fold it over and sew it. And it'll be serged and sewn on the other side. This one I am seriously gonna have to cut off and do it. But anyway, it's no biggie. I'll do it when I serge it. But let me go do that and then I'll be back to show you the finished product. Let me show y'all that my bottom is finished, okay? It does have a few strings here and there. Just clip them. It ain't gonna be seen. But if you have trouble doing this, you don't have to put this bottom on. You could just make your two pieces even and just slip it over. It's no big deal, but there it is. Make sure you cut off all your little uglies like this. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be on there. They're uglies. And there you go. Now all you do is you take your photo frame and you can take the paper out. You don't have to take your paper out. That's up to you. It also has a little plastic piece because I thought, oh my god, my thing is broken, but it wasn't. It's got a plastic film on it and I had no idea. So take that ugly piece off. There's my dog. That means my daughter might be here. Now take this, take your little opening here, slip it over top of your frame. Now if you sew this too tight, it won't work, okay? Just saying, but it should be snug because you don't want your thing slipping around all over there, okay? Y'all, how stinking cute. Okay, there it is. So my little needles tuck in there. There's another ugly. My goodness, that ain't my snippers. I got uglies all over. Yep, there's my daughter. Hold on. I had to set up my backdrop, y'all, because there is no way you're going to see what my room looks like right now. But anyways, this right here holds your packages or your little things of needles. Now you can have one that size or you can omit that if you don't want your needles in there. Now I did not think about this, so I didn't make a pocket wide enough. So I would have eliminated this one to put this in here. However, it will fit this one. At least it did earlier. It's a little snug, but it fits that one. And it will sure enough fit one like this. I've had this for 100 years. But it'll fit this one in just about any of them, especially the end one, okay? So we'll just leave that there. But your scissors will fit in there. even my long ones. So we'll put our scissors. Okay, so that's there. These will fit. These will fit in here or up here, either one. I made this one for my snippers because they're kind of fat, or snippers per se, any snippers. Alright, now this thing, I also made a pocket for it, or it can go down here because it sticks so far up. I made one for my ruler right there, and then my seam ripper, which I think I want it in the top. It's easier to grab it from up there. And then of course your scissors. I don't know where my pencil went, but my pencil would go in there. And then you can take these clips and you can clip these clips anywhere on here. Now see, they'll clip in anywhere, but oh, there it is, your pencil, marking pencil, you know, whatever. Or you can clip these along the top or down the sides. They'll clip down the sides as well. Easy peasy. And then of course this is for your pins. So if you can't make the round style, you can surely make this one right here. It's easy, easy, easy. And there you go. There's your little sewing caddy. If y'all like this video, leave me a thumbs up. And I will catch you next time. Remember that you are a blessing. Goodbye.